Okay, so today is an exciting day. We're doing something a little bit different. We're going camping, but as you can see, we're not in our Jeep like we always are when we go camping. We're actually going off to an island. We're actually going to the Tusket Islands, and like we'll talk more about the Tusket Islands in a bit. But yes, we're gonna go in a boat and we're gonna pitch a tent and everything and camp that way, so hence no Jeep. And also no Kala. We dropped him off this morning. This is the first time we're dropping him off at like a daycare. Al is a little upset about it, but nonetheless it's going to be much easier on us if we don't have Kala, because we're going in a boat, and I think there is going to be some kayaking also involved in this trip. I'm not entirely sure, but regardless it'll be easy without Kala, because it's our first time trying to figure the boat and the kayak and all of that out. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Tusket Islands, here we come.
That's one boat's lobster traps for one day's work. They pull every one of these out of the water, take all lobsters in them, out of them every day, and put them back in the water. This is one boat. You look here, the yellow one, that's another boat. And it just keeps going.
And all down there is like...
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Okay, so we had a pretty fun day yesterday. Actually, it was a bit more relaxing. When we got here, it was raining and the weather wasn't like... It wasn't as sunny as it is right now, but it was a little cloudy and it was also raining. There was a little drizzle here and there. So this right here, like I said, we're in Tusket Islands. This right here, this island we are on is the Big Tusket Island. It's the biggest island of the Tusket Island group. I believe there are over 300 and something odd islands in this Tusket Island chain. We are over at our friend Derek's camp. So apparently the story behind this camp is it was a bait shed. So it's like a little shed that they used to store their bait, their like ropes and all that stuff in. And it's on a wharf, and they converted it into a little cabin. It's really cute. So anyway, so that's where we are right now. Yesterday, like I said, we had a very relaxing day. We did get a little break in the weather, so we decided to take the boat out and go look at some things. We saw the abandoned tuna tournament grounds, the campus, and that was kind of interesting. And then we also saw a shipwreck. It's like a huge big metal boat that's like wrecked. I think it's been there for like 5 years, maybe a bit more. And also there are so many little lighthouses in and around these islands. Apart from that, we've just been hanging out. The hospitality here is something else. We met Derek's mum. Her name's Debbie, and she's like I want to be like her when I grow up. She's so unconventional and so creative. She's got a little cabin here as well, and she's just been showing us a really good time. She made some really good food yesterday, and she's been telling us so many stories, and she's a really good storyteller. She should be telling these stories in front of the camera, you know? Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people here are good storytellers. We just like spent the night listening to her stories, and you know, just stuff about how she built the cabin and how they live on this island, how they bring stuff. Everything like was so curious for us. I was like, do they have cars here? Like, how do you bring this here? How do you bring that here? I kept asking her questions, and she just patiently kept answering all of them. And what's crazy here is that this island, and I believe few other islands on the Tusket Islands, have power. The fishermen used to actually stay here and, you know, go fishing from here. I don't know, like years and years ago they bought power in here, and now they just maintain it. And the power line runs underwater from island to island, so that's just crazy. And they have a little big hill up there where you know, you can hike up. I believe there's a little trail, and there's a lot more to see here. There's a beach down there as well, I believe, which we're gonna go check out in a bit. But yeah, that's kind of the story of what we've been up to so far. Let's go! Ooh, beach glass. Make something with them, maybe like a wind chime or something like that. I just have to figure out how to put a hole in the beach glass.
They're kind of small. These are probably only 60 pounders. We use 120. Big ones. This is where the kids were playing in the maze. Run between all these pots. They have little rows in between. They were hiding in the pots. Water. They pick them up with that thing straight up and down, and see that big piece of metal at the bottom. They winch it all the way up to the top and drop it and hammer these posts to the ground. That's how all these posts and wharfs are made. There's nothing cemented in the ground. Nothing is at all. It's all just stuck in the mud.
You're walking this way. You expect it to be box off like that, but no, it's like it goes off like that. Look.
There's
Yeah,
so
that's what
many
we've been up to.
strawberries.
We have this whole bowl full of
Oh, wow.
strawberries.
I speak a different language, and I just asked him to go away.
Well, that is an old mainliner, I think, that one. Okay. These are Cape Island style.
So we're gonna go off on a little adventure in our little boat. Just explore a little bit more of this island. If the tide is right, we may actually get off the boat and go explore some of the islands, like go into the island. And that tuna fishing tournament campus, we may go check that out, like go inside. But yeah, the water looks really nice today. It was a little gloomy yesterday, but today is perfect. Your phone's waterproof, right?
Yeah, it is.
Just put it in the phone then. We should have bought a box. Ah, that's nice and refreshing.
Pwede rin naman.
Walk up. So the story of this stone building goes something like this. In 1936, there was an attempt to build an Acadia tuna club on Owl's Head. There were in the 1930s two houses, one of stone and smaller one of wood. They were used to accommodate sports tuna fishermen from the US. The smaller one was the guest house. The big stone building was the main lodge, which had a fireplace, dining room, and kitchen. Boats would come there from Little River Harbor on the mainland. World War II put an end to the club. There are stories or myths about how some very influential people visited the island and that this island had its own currency.
Fancy too, like it was actually done like super nice. All the handrails and stuff, all the arches underneath.
Look at this cool piece of driftwood I found. Doesn't it look like a human heart? Like look. Like these are the arteries. I mean, it looks like a really skinny human heart. Like probably someone who's very skinny. But like look, these are the arteries. This is just like another vein that needs fixing. But yeah, and then all the rest. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just miles to get to the people that come to Natural lazy boy. Its finest.
Who's that for?
Daddy. Well, I guess it's time to go now. I don't really want to go. But tis what it is. We had a good time. But time to hop on the boat. Get to work. Time to go. Put yours on. Solo! What are you doing here? Oh, buddy, what are you doing here? Bye. I miss you. Yeah, but we'll come back to see you soon. Yeah. Was he a lot of trouble? No, not a trouble. Hi there, hi. Hi, oh my god. You come over this way, buddy. Thank you. Okay, Mom, huh? Were you a lot of trouble? Were you trouble?
Come on.
Okay, come on, buddy. Come on. Hi. Yes, a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, go ahead. You can smell the car. This is our car. Go, buddy, jump up. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.